Gosh, I wish we could have LA2M outside. How many people are new today? Hi, and welcome to LA2M. I'll give you a quick overview so you know what happens. You can get lunch from your server. You pay Connor meals for that. Every Wednesday except for July and August. But we are actually going to meet in August. We're going to have the LA2M family picnic. And August 12th, is that right, Roger? Sunday, August 12th, right? Sunday, August 12th. And bring your family, bring the kids. We're going to have games. We're going to go cook out. It's going to be totally fun. So we'll send emails out for that and get everybody signed up for that. And we'll have a fun Sunday with all our LA2M friends. LA2M is a nonprofit 501c3, I think it's called. We don't have a membership fee. You get to come for free. We're an marketing education group. We meet every Wednesday. You learn a lesson. But we do have some costs to run the program each week. And best of all, we are an Ann Arbor Public Schools Educational Foundation sponsor now. So we are going to donate we're setting up our own fund, our own name. I think we have it settled that it's going to be hashtag LA2M Fund. And the Ann Arbor Public Schools Educational Foundation will disperse that money throughout the year for students who are taking marketing business courses to help them get further along. Ann Arbor Public Schools used to be able to pay for a lot of that, and with the economy now, they've cut a lot of that out. And there's some kids that can afford to go to things and do things, and there's some kids that can't, so they'll disperse the money as needed to the students throughout the Ann Arbor Public School Systems. We're an Ann Arbor group. We're going to keep the money in Ann Arbor, which I think is really great. So if you would like to donate, please do the old-fashioned way and pass the bucket. We suggest a $3 donation. Pass that for me. But any amount is great. I want to do a shout out to Bob Foran Photography. He is our sponsor for June. Thank you, Bob. Where are you?
I'm right here.
Oh, thank you, Bob. And I had my picture taken yesterday, and it was totally fun. And my shots are really cool. So all the girls at work were like, I like that one, I like that one, I like that one. It was really fun. So Bob did a great job. So take him up on this offer, because with social media now, your picture is everywhere. And I look at LinkedIn and I laugh at some of the pictures. So go to Bob and get your picture taken. It's really easy. Was that everything, I think? Roger, did I cover everything? I don't normally do this, so. Okay, so we'll let our speakers talk, and then we'll have, if we have time, we'll have question and answer, and then we'll pass the mic so that everybody can introduce themselves, because I know everybody likes to do that. So here is Stephen Sadler, and I'll let him introduce himself because, like I said, I'm filling in for Derek, so I'm not really sure what. So, welcome, Steve.
Can everybody hear me back there okay? Yes? No? Yeah? Good? All right. Okay, today we're going to talk about something that I hope is going to be new to you. And it's actually this little acronym right now, right here, which is called FM, or frequency marketing. It's not frequency modulation, as you might think. It actually stands for frequency marketing in the world that Gary and I live today. Okay? But before we get into that, I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself so you can understand where I come from, how I got to where I'm at, and what makes me an expert of what I'm going to tell you today. I am actually the author, the CEO of this book, which came out last year, Exposure to Closure, which kind of talks about my experiences of owning multiple different technology businesses and how I marketed them, how I got to where I am today. Really easy read, great big font, so you don't have to squint your eyes to see it. I actually was born here. Does anybody know who that is?
Robert Hood.
Robert Hood, yeah, right. 2 points. My public school actually backed right on the Sherwood Forest. I lived there until I was 10. It was me when I was a little baby. When I was cute. Then, when I was 10, I actually moved to Canada. Worked in a tool and die shop right out of high school. And really didn't like that too much. It was kind of like going out of high school and going back into high school. So I saved a bunch of money and I actually started a waterbed store. Who had a waterbed? Did you like it? No? Well, this was probably the most fun I ever had in my entire life. I owned a store for about 1.5 years up in Goderich. Anybody know what Goderich, Ontario is? Yeah? The one that just got hit by the tornado last year? That's where I used to live. Then I competed in bodybuilding for a while. So this used to be me, and then she came along and all this went away. And then they came along. And those are my two girls, and they were obviously a lot younger than what they are now, if I still remember them like that. Here's a photo when I first got into programming. I actually programmed robots for a lot of years, so I had to just learn how to program web. I actually started logic programming lines. I really get upset when people say that people in Michigan don't know what the heck they're talking about. If we can program lines to make cars, we can program websites that'll kick the crap out of Silicon Valley. Agree? I agree. Here's another picture of the lines we used to create. These suspenders, that's why I'm not smiling right here, because I'm wearing these things. Graduated from Central Michigan University, engineering, CHIPS. Also went to Oakland Community College. So, educated here in Michigan, even though I grew up in Canada. I did go to a couple schools over there, but I did finish up over here. We're in Ann Arbor. We have the best schools in the world. I agree, I think. Agree?
Yep.
These are my girls now. They're a lot bigger. This is where I spend most of my time coaching soccer and football. You're from England. And also spending quite a bit of time in my church. Faith is a large part of my makeup today. So, but that brings us into why I'm standing in front of you today. There's a couple of applications that when I first left the company that I worked for, which was called Talent Automotive, I worked there for 11 years. I actually became the director of engineering there. And in 2001, I had enough. I had enough of the automotive industry. I said, if I'm going to be this stressed out, I might as well own my own business. So I started a company called Skate Technologies. And over the first little period, what we were doing is we're actually creating e-learning. Everybody know what e-learning is? Okay, it's training, right? And we're using Flash to create courses. This would be like 2001, 2002, so fairly young into web development still. And it was taking a long time to be able to create these courses. So we built a small little software application called Ignite, which is now used by Chrysler, Coca-Cola, Blue Cross Blue Shield, you name it, right across the board, for doing e-learning. And it also had a back-end system here that enabled you to be able to distribute those courses, through the web. Okay, because it is obviously e-learning, it's electronic. And this software here also got sold through the web. Well, the problem was, if I'm selling software and CompUSA is non-existent, how do I sell my software? Well, I'm an engineer, I'm not a marketing person. A lot of you are taking marketing or are marketing experts. I'm not, but I still own a small business. So our dilemma is, how do I get my software into the hands of the people that I know could use it, because big companies are using it. How do I get it to the small businesses? Well, we went down the path like everybody, pay-per-click. We did pay-per-click on Google. We did pay-per-click on Facebook at one point. We did pay-per-click on Yahoo. All failed miserably. Matter of fact, at one point, we're spending $10,000 a month. And nobody really explains to you how it works, so if you just get into pay-per-click, you're going to lose big. So, being competitive nature that I am, I went and took the Perry Marshall course. Who knows who Perry Marshall is? Okay? So I took that course. So now I'm starting to learn about AdWords, I'm starting to learn about relevance, which we'll get into in a second. And but even that wasn't giving me the amount of closure on the sales of this software. Our software is only a couple $100. So if I'm spending $10,000 a month on pay-per-click, imagine how many copies of the license I have to sell just to get my marketing money back on pay-per-click. It's a lot, right? When you're a small business, you don't have all that kind of money. So here's a brief little video. Actually, it's not, sorry. So what we came up with is a system, as you see as I go through the presentation, to be ever-present. And no, it's not spelled wrong, it's to be. Okay? And so how do you become ever-present? How do you become ever-present on social media? How do you become ever-present on search? How do you become ever-present on mobile? How do you do all of that stuff without being a spammer? That's the key part. But how do you be ever-present? Okay? Here's a list of some marketing challenges. Number one, marketing and advertising costs are too high. Who agrees with that? Most people, I think. Getting to the top of Google, Bing, and Yahoo, very difficult. You have to be technical, agree? Indexing inventory, very difficult in social media. A lot of people I hear say, social media is not a channel, don't broadcast to it. I'm here to tell you today, that is a fallacy. It is a channel, okay? So, you're either going to like me today, or you're going to just like what I have to say. But it is definitely a channel. Misguided notions that social media is only about likes and followers. Last time I checked, likes and followers do not pay my bills. Okay? Sales pays my bills. And if marketing doesn't work, then marketing, doesn't matter what you spend on marketing, even if it's $1 or $10,000, it's a waste of money. Agree? Right. Social media, very time consuming. Maintaining a consistent presence on Twitter, LinkedIn, and Facebook. I don't have time to do that all day long. I see your tweet. I mean, somebody just walked in and said, I got to tweet this. And I'm putting up smiling and going, okay. Social facts. 2009, there was 27 million tweets. We're talking about Twitter here. We're not talking about LinkedIn and Facebook. And you'll see why I focus on Twitter as we go through this. 2011, 2 million tweets per day worldwide. Look at the growth here. It's crazy. This is the more interesting one. 2011, 600 million searches on Twitter each day. 2012, 2 billion searches on Twitter each day. Who knew that people searched on Twitter? Everybody know that? Did you even know that search engine? 2 billion searches? Who's doing that? And what is the difference between searching on Twitter and searching on Google? Well, why would I do that? Which we'll talk about in a second too. But this is stunning. It really is. Here's an interesting fact. LinkedIn and Facebook now have search. Facebook's got it buried. They have a problem with it because it's so buried and privacy policies are so tight that you can't find what people are posting. So that's a problem, right? Twitter, you can. LinkedIn's better. LinkedIn, you can actually see what people are messaging. So that's at least better. But the interesting thing is, they obviously seen that it's important, so now they're all putting the search in there, right? Google Plus, I'm not even going to talk about because I think it's going to go away. It's like Google busted. The digital landscape today, I'll just bring them all up. Most of you know what they are. We've got banner ads, we've got pay-per-click, we've got email marketing, it works to a point. We've got email or social media marketing, and you also got search engine optimization. These are normally multiple different companies that will do these. Not very often you get a company that does all of them. You get a company that does social media, you get a company that does search engine optimization, whatever they've grown up as and became experts in. So what is social media? This is where I kind of open it up. I don't like it just to be one directional, I like it to be bi-directional, but what do you think social media is by definition? What do you think it is? Anybody? Anybody? Go ahead.
Communication over the internet?
Pretty good. Well, let's look at the word media. What's media?
Yeah. No, quite right.
Medium. So it's a channel. Medium's a channel, right? Or you wouldn't have called that. Social media is not a tweet or a video or whatever. That's social media content. There's a difference between content and the system that it's broadcasted out to. Those are channels. That's what social media is. Okay? Here's an analogy. What are tweets and posts? Are they similar to TV and radio? And I'll just let you digest that for a second.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Are you using channel as in sales channel?
Nope.
How are you using
It's a
it?
technical broadcast channel. Exactly like TV and radio are broadcast channels. The reason that she wanted to send a tweet out today, she wanted to broadcast it. She wanted to send it out. That's why it's a channel. Okay? This is not a marketing play we're kind of talking about today. This is a technology play. Okay? Why technology works. Let's switch gears. What is search or SEO? Well, obviously it's an acronym. It stands for search engine optimization, right? Does everybody understand that? Does everybody understand how it works? I see a lot of people nodding their head. You understand exactly how it works? Okay, go ahead for a second. But obviously it's trying to be first on Google, Bing, and Yahoo. Oh, by the way, Bing and Yahoo, they don't do as many searches as what the number of people do on Twitter on a daily basis. There's more searches done on Twitter than these two combined, just as a note. So, if I was to type in create Facebook videos, okay? Our software that I was talking to you about before, it does 135 different things. Is it really possible for me to ever create a website that explains on the front page that it does 135 different things? It's impossible, right? It would be so busy that nobody would ever be able to see what's going on. And depending upon your point of reference of getting to that page, you know, if they don't see it at the top, they're going to be lost. Your bounce rate goes up and you're done, right? So our software, it creates Facebook videos. That's one of the terms that I really wanted to create. We used to spend a lot of money to control that pay-per-click, and I wanted to actually control it through, you know, just SEO. So if you type that in, we would appear here. So out of 3.4 billion searches,
4.8 today.
whatever, we are number one. So when somebody types that in, they click it, and guess where they go? They go to our website. If they don't go to our website, we go to a landing page. Everybody know what a landing page is? Okay, right. Microsite, landing page, whatever you want to call it. So what is a landing page? For people that don't know what it is, it's a single HTML page that contains all the predefined elements of search engine optimization. It also contains the content for only one product feature. So if I'm going to create a landing page and the point of reference is creating Facebook videos, then that page better be designed completely around creating Facebook videos, not taking PowerPoint to the web or making e-learning or whatever. It has to be specific to that term, okay? So that's obviously key. It also has to be the answer to the question so it's not spam. If somebody's typing it in, you know, and you take them to a web page that has completely nothing related to what you sent them to, that's spam by definition. You tricked them, right? It should also only contain one or two call to actions. Does everybody know what a call to action is? It's a single button that makes that somebody can see very clearly, and you click it, and away you go. Okay? So now we all know what a landing page is. These are some examples of landing pages. A blog page is a landing page, so if you don't know how to make a landing page, get yourself a blog today. Every time you put a post up, guess what it is? It's a landing page. It has all the forms of SEO built into it, Blogger, WordPress, all of them, they all have it, okay? Amazon, when you put a product on Amazon, like my book, guess what that page is? It's a landing page, right? If I go to Groupon, I put a Groupon up there, guess what this page is? Landing page. And I want to buy some skates, or sell some skates. eBay, landing page. The reason why these companies are so successful, they understand SEO implicitly. They know exactly how it works. So when I put up my skates to sell them, it's indexed. Not in 3 days, in 3 seconds. That's why these sites are so successful. So what is SEO? Hang on a second. Sorry. SEO? Well, the 7 different attributes that I have here, there's probably a few more, but these are the ones that you should really focus on. If you have the keyword create Facebook videos in the domain name, guess what? That's gold. Okay, so your domain name is always, the best way to do SEO. Problem is, I can't call my software create Facebook videos. I can't do that, right? The website title, that is also important. The H1 tag, which I'll show you in a second, the permalink structure, long tail keywords, not just trying to optimize around a word, but trying to optimize around a phrase, really important. Anchor text with backlinks, and also backlinking on other sites and traffic. Now, there is no Mr. Google, there is no Mr. Yahoo. Everybody might say that Mr. Google comes out of U of M, but I'm talking about the actual technology. It's a formula. If these all equate, okay, guess what? You become number 1. It's that simple. If you have a website and all the attributes inside of HTML are not filled out, guess what? SEO doesn't work for you. And I would probably say 90% of all the websites are not fully SEO optimized. They don't have their tags filled out on their images. I mean, there's all kinds of different things that they don't do because people can be lazy about it, okay? Or they don't see the importance of it, right? So here's the landing page, and guess what this landing page is? It's to actually sell our software. Now notice real quickly before I get into the different attributes that there is absolutely nothing at the top. If you were to go to our main website, you would see, contact us, about us, all that other stuff. On landing pages, you remove that. Why? Because if you don't want them to click on that, they're going to click on it. So if you don't want them to click on it, remove it. Okay? Call to actions are right here. The goal of this page is to close, right? So if you spend all the time and effort to get people to this page, and it doesn't close the deal, you just wasted all the time you spent on your marketing and advertising, okay? This page has to close, and it's done with a simple call to action. You only give them a couple things to do. In our case, it's download or buy now, right? Or you can watch a video. You can't pop videos up on landing pages. Thing is, if you pop it up in a light box, don't let them navigate away from the page. So they can watch the video on the product, but still, the call to action is key. So here's the domain name for people that don't know where it's located, right here. And obviously I don't have great Facebook videos in the domain name. There's the page title. Notice how it has create videos for Facebook in the page title. Okay, there's step 1, or 2 I should say. Step 3, this is the H1 tag. Look, it has create videos for Facebook. There too. So it's there, it's there. This is the permalink structure. If you have a website and you look at the URLs, it's a bunch of gobbledygook that you don't understand, guess what? Your website's not optimized. You have to have clean URLs, and that's what these are called here. And the words have to all of them have to match. So create Facebook videos here, 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 it's everywhere. That's that formula that these algorithms or robots from search engines are looking for. Do we understand that? Okay, good. Obviously, this is a long tail keyword. I'm trying to make sure that we do a phrase, not just a word. I don't want to optimize around the word Facebook. That's not going to help me. But create Facebook videos is definitely going to help me. So that's more about strategy than anything else, really. Anchor text. You put anchor tags down here, anchor text down here that have links to other landing pages. So if this is doing like 135 different things, our software, I would link those to other landing pages from that site. This is very handy. Search engines like that a lot. Then there has to be an answer. They didn't come here not to have an answer. Now obviously the answer in this case is our problem. Okay? And this is why it answers the question of creating Facebook videos, because that's what it does. And then the call to action is here. Okay? This design is not designed like this just because we wanted it like this. And you'll see as we get into BuzzFM that all our landing pages are created in a F diagram. And if you Google this and you look for the F format for landing page design, you know, it's pretty common. They've done many, many studies to see where the eyes go. The eyes go boom, 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 over to the call to action. That's how it works, okay? So why am I talking about SEO? And why am I talking about social media as they're like one? Well, they are. If you're doing social media and you don't understand SEO, you're not going to be successful. Social media is all about SEO. Matter of fact, all of the sites are optimized around SEO. That's why you use them. But the key part of creating a tweet with a link in it creates a backlink. Everybody know what a backlink is? The more backlinks that you have to your landing pages or your website, the further you move up the rankings organically. Okay? So if I'm not using social media to create backlinks, why am I using social media? Just to tell people what I'm doing? It doesn't make any sense. You might as well start speaking and go see a lot of people. I mean, it's a waste of time. This is a technology play, and anybody that really understands social media that is successful, they understand this. That's a fact. Same as if you use Delicious, Dig, bookmarking sites, every single one of them that you use and your blog, all should have links that go back to your webpage. They're all creating backlinks. That's like gold in search engine optimization. Here's an example on our Skating Guy Twitter feed. Here's a link, and guess where this backlink goes? Landing page. Landing page, you know, for creating videos. Simple. Okay? So, back to the FM again. Frequency marketing is what we're coining the term social search optimization. So instead of an SEO, it's SSO. Social search optimization. Now what does that mean? I mean, I just flip gears again, right? We were talking about search engine optimization. Now we're talking social search optimization. Well, that must mean searching on Twitter or LinkedIn or Facebook, right? It does. So here's an example of a search done on Twitter. I type in create videos in Twitter, and guess what? There's one message right here, 26 minutes ago, where it has a link, and when I click on it, guess where it goes? The landing page, okay? Also creates a what? A backlink, right? So it's facilitating search engine optimization, but it's social. And then the 2 billion people that are, you know, obviously searching on Twitter, if they type this in, they're going to see this message. Now notice that this is chronological, right? This is the difference between regular search or organic search or traditional search and social search. Social search is all chronological, meaning whoever said it last is what? The expert. Whoever said it last is the expert. But on organic search, whoever's the smartest at SEO is the expert, right? Not necessarily the expert of the product or service. Just keep that in mind for a second. So what is Buzz FM? Okay, this is the whole frequency marketing thing, right? What really does it do? Well, it's top secret, so you can't tell anybody, all right? But it makes sure that your brand is what we said before, and that's ever present. Okay? Now, going back to the analogy of TV and radio, do you buy one TV and radio spot? And would that make any sense? Why? Frequency, right. I buy one TV spot. It runs that commercial, okay? I'm watching my TV, I go out and get a beer. I miss the commercial. But the companies that don't, they bought one, and they get tons of sales off this one commercial. No, they don't do that. They buy blocks of TV and radio spots. Because they know that everybody's not sitting there all the time looking for that, right? Social media is exactly the same. Exactly. Meaning, if I send a tweet out, say she sends that tweet out about this event now, okay? It's already gone. Time's already elapsed. Nobody's going to see it because it's all chronological, okay? So she should probably send that out 2 or 3 times today if she wants to hit a larger audience. So every time you send a message out, you can average, in between 20 to 30 views. If it's trending, you can go even higher than that. Depends how many people are in the search. But one thing I will say about Twitter search is it's very automated. We all know Twitter is probably the highest automated web application ever created because of their API. You've got millions of applications that are listening for what people are saying on Twitter. That's a large part of that search. So if it's automated and people are listening and you don't type in the keywords of your products and services in your tweets and you're vague about what you're saying, guess how many people are going to see your messages? 0. Now, I'm not saying make the same message over and over and over again. That will get pretty redundant pretty fast, right? So how do you say a lot of things all differently, keeping it fresh, and being ever present? That is the very difficult thing to do, and that's what BuzzFM does. So what the system does, in essence, it schedules, and I don't mean like Hootsuite, if you are a Hootsuite user. It manages, optimizes digital campaigns for social, search, RSS, and mobile. It handles all of these, not just the social side, and not just Twitter. Okay? And when I say schedule, what I mean is it'll enable you to be able to create a lot of different messages, all different, with a link that goes back to, guess what? A landing page on a frequency. So I can say, I want this to go out every 45 minutes. I want it to go out every 2 hours. I want it to go out once a day. It depends upon the social search frequency. For example, if I type in to create videos, remember at the very bottom it was 30 minutes? Well, guess what my frequency would be to at least have one message in that feed on the first page. My frequency would be every 30 minutes, right? Right. So that's why it's frequency marketing. Because when somebody searches, you better be ever present. Because if you're not ever present, you're not present. So what is the result? Well, it's a few things. Increased presence. It does actually increase followers. That's for sure. And it definitely increases your web traffic, and it even increases your likes as well. Followers and likes. That's not what you should be trying to achieve. This is a byproduct, okay? What you should be trying to achieve is doing it right and being ever present. If you are, the rest of it just happens, okay? It's just the way it is. Matter of fact, I can challenge anybody in here today, and I have 35,000 followers on Twitter. I can make a blank Twitter file or account right now, and I can compete against my own 35,000 Twitter account. And I can actually drive more traffic with the Twitter account that has 0 followers. You believe me? Yeah. You know why? Because it's all about search. It's all about people finding me. It's got nothing to do with the number of followers that you have. That's not where the traffic comes from. And I've analyzed this a lot. It truly comes from search. You know, that's why Google makes $26 billion a year. Understand, it's about search. So what you're going to end up with is more eyeballs, more leads, and hopefully if your pages are set up to close, you're going to wind up with more sales. Because isn't that what it's all about? Okay? So how does it work? Well, first you create messages. We have a unique algorithm that actually takes a message and breaks it into different components. And so say, for example, you have 140 characters. We create what's called a prefix, a subject, and a link. And the prefixes could all be a geographic location, because it's always good to geolocate your tweets. The subject could be the title of, guess what? A landing page. Right. You know why? Because you're creating relevance between the tweet and the landing page. When someone clicks on that tweet, they expect to see the same thing on the other side. If they don't, that's a trick, and that's spamming. Okay? So we make sure that all the subjects that are in the tweet match the title of the landing page. Just the same as if you're doing a Google AdWords campaign, the keywords should be in the keyword keywords that are on your landing page. The ad that you're creating should also contain the same keywords, or the keywords that you're trying to control. All that should match. Matter of fact, if that does, here's a quick AdWords tip. If those do all match, you can drive your cost per click down significantly. Matter of fact, when I first started doing pay-per-click, I was doing about $10 a click like most people do. And by taking the Perry Marshall course, I was able to get that lower to 50, 60 cents a click, which was awesome. And that's just by creating relevance between the two. But you don't read that on Google's website, nor do I really think they want you to know that, because that would affect the revenue. Then you can actually create mobile offers. You can schedule the release of it, as I said before. You can also listen to what people are saying, so then you can change your messaging based on what people are saying as well. Then you can also engage with them, because this is social. You should still have people. They're talking to you, you gotta talk back to them, right? But this is the key part here, is being able to measure it. LA2M is a complete campaign management system. So I can actually, maybe send some messages out and see how they perform in a campaign, send other messages out with a different format and see how they perform, and I can piggyback, just like you need in marketing, right? It's all about analytics, and if you can't measure it, how do you know you're getting better, right? So that's pretty important. So what you end up with is every time I create a campaign, you basically have an RSS feed. A Twitter account is nothing more than an RSS feed anyways. Everybody know that? Everybody know what RSS is? Put up your hand if you know what RSS is. RSS is an acronym, stands for Real Simple Syndication. This is what it looks like. It looks like in its technical format. It was invented initially for news, right? You can pull an RSS feed from like MSNBC or whatever, and you can put it into your web browser, so the news articles pop up all the time on a frequency, right? That's all we're dealing with. That's all social media is. They're RSS feeds. They're lists of things that are coming out. These can be news articles, they can be ads, they can be inventory, they can be whatever. Deals, you name it, okay? LA2M does that. It makes RSS feeds. Also, it does the social and the search engine optimization side. It makes sure that you are first here. So it's not just about being first on Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook. It's also about being first on Google, Bing, and Yahoo as well. It's a dual play. And you've got the social ever-present side of it, making sure that you are actually coming up at least once. Now, the way that you do this is make sure this frequency is key. If you're controlling this entire feed, and there's an application out there called Twitter Feed. Anybody familiar with Twitter Feed? Yeah, don't use it. Because what it does is it's a free service, but it dumps everything at once. So you would be controlling this whole page. How nice would that look? Not too, you look like a spammer, because you are. You're controlling the whole page. But you see how this is spread out? There's one here, and here's another one. This is called the fold, or below the fold. Anybody familiar with that term? Anything below here, you know statistically how many people scroll down? Just like 90% don't. If you don't put it in this area above the fold, it doesn't even get seen. So that's another issue, making sure that you are ever present. So if you're designing web pages today, just to talk about web landing pages, and they continue down and down and down, and your key information is not above the fold, chances are people are never going to see it. Okay? So, out the fold. Social media monitoring, this is the engagement portion of it. Allows you to be able to check out what people are saying. Type in a keyword, you can monitor that. This is one of those listeners we're talking about. And then the ability to analyze what's going on a campaign basis. This is obviously really important for marketing. And then the mobile lead generation. What the system also does too, it will actually create a 1-800 number for you, and it'll put it inside the messages with an actual key code so you can create coupons. Very, very easy, right? So it sends a message out. But now the cool thing is that when somebody sees this message in Twitter, everything is mobile, right? So I see that phone number, click, boom. Type in the code, they get a coupon code sent to them, But from a marketing perspective, I have their email address or their phone number, you know, and they've opted in. That's an opt-in, right? So that's how basically that system works as well. One thing I will say, we had a fellow who works for a dealership very close to us, sells cars, and he was putting phone numbers into tweets about 3 years, probably 3 years ago. And he's 72 years old. I'm like, why is he doing that? And then they started to put them in our system, and he actually doubled their car sales. Doubled. They were selling 100 cars, and they went over like 70 or 80 cars more on a monthly basis. I mean, it's just unbelievable. And I said, his name's Gordy. I said, Gordy, how are you doing? I said, just put phone numbers in here. Because everything is searched on mobile these days. I just forget what the statistics, but I think it's 60-70% are more searches on mobile than what they are, you know, on a regular computer. So if that's the case, and you got a number in there, hello, need a Chevy Cruze, 159, boom. Just like that. So it doesn't have to just be a link. It could be a phone number, or a coupon, or whatever, okay? So does it work? Well, I already talked about the Edgar one. Well, it's cool. Sorry. Has anybody seen this movie, Limitless?
Yes.
Okay, we did the marketing for it using our system. We kept it 3 weeks on #1 on iTunes. This normally only lasts #1 for a week, or sorry, for a weekend. We kept it #1 for 3 weeks. So social media and SEO obviously tie directly even into iTunes. They're looking at all that information and all that traffic. And the more it's getting, the more that will stay on as #1, right? That's how it works. Obviously, our stuff, we've been, actually, Gary says like 4 billion now, but back when I did this, it was 2.4 billion websites. And we have 135 landing pages that we created for different things, and they're all #1, pretty well. We also helped the governor. I don't remember exactly what state he was in, but we said 250,000 views to his donation page. DirecTV, we helped them. We help the small little business, so it's not just big companies, it's small businesses as well. This company here is very interesting. They actually fix striker beds, hospital beds, right? And they wanted to control search for the term fix a medical hospital bed. They're actually coming up above striker. Striker, the beds they fix. And that's it. Questions?
Steve, wasn't that wonderful?
Yeah.
Does anybody have any questions? Bud?
Hi, Steve. I think we actually met a few years ago. I came out to skate and we talked about video.
Yeah.
At any rate, I wanted to ask you, do you find this impacting Google SEO at all? I mean, you made the case for Twitter SEO. Does Buzz FM impact your Google ranking for searches?
100%.
Okay.
Because it helps facilitate the creation of backlinks. So with the new Buzz FM site, actually we create what we call Buzz pages, but in essence they're landing pages. So you can put all the content and all the SEO is done for you. And then once the Buzz page is created, you very easily attach it to a campaign with a bunch of messages, and you just say go, and away it goes. And it'll handle the Twitter side for you, and it'll handle the SEO side too as well.
Any other questions? Okay, I have a question. So, I'm totally technology bleh. Okay, so I'm a digital print shop, and I mean, what would it put on the landing page? There's like not much to say. So, but coupons are great.
What's the name of the company?
Dollar bill copying.
It's a sort of copy?
Digital printing.
All right.
And but coupons are great. So you tweet, and the link to a landing page is just a pretty coupon that they can print off and whatever.
How many different things does that company do?
You mean like different things like
Do they
we
do
print
photocopy?
postcards, we print flyers, we print brochures?
Right. Yes.
Oh, each one of those would be its
Correct.
own? Oh.
Every single thing that your product and service does should have its own landing page.
Wow.
People don't search generically. They're specific. So you have to put time and effort into this still. You have to understand what people are searching for. Our keyword tools are excellent. You can go into AdWords and use the keyword tools from Google, plus there's other ones. They'll search what people are looking for within the industry that you're in. Those are great to do. And then based on those keywords, you set up landing pages geared around those, what we call long-tail keyword phrases.
Wow.
Yeah,
I'll just show them just one example.
sure. For example, if I click on like the House of Auburn Hills, that's a landing page. So this is actually a buzz page. So it's got a gallery of pictures. So say you're selling cars or it's an event or whatever, you put all your pictures up here. It has a QR code built into it. Guess where this goes if you scan it?
A landing page.
Yeah. Guess where this goes? Landing page. Actually, this is what the contact us form, so this is different. This is on mobile. You pick the contact us. Guess what that does? It dials. Or this Skype. So all of that, it's all done. It's all facilitated for you. Because putting this all together, it's a nightmare for people to do, especially small businesses. A lot of marketing companies can do it because they have the resources, the know-how, but most companies cannot do this.
My group helps build these pages.
I handle customer support. My group helps build these pages. That took us about, and I've got 3 interns. They probably built that page in about 5 to 10 minutes. All right, using the assets, the pictures, the logo, and so forth.
Thank you, Steve. That was wonderful. A lot learned. Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you.
So now's our fun time. We're going to pass the mic. Gary, I'm going to start with you. So, introduce yourself, and if there's anything you need or want, you can ask the group.
Well, my name is Gary Gazdar. I handle customer support for Buzz FM. If you'd like to learn more, I've got a set of business cards up here. We do webinars. We have digital marketing days. We call them digital marketing. We used to call them digital marketing Monday, but we're going to change them to Wednesdays now. So if you'd like to learn more, come up and talk to me. Thank you for letting us come. Oh yeah, these events are free. Absolutely free. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Mary Lou. I'm LA2M manager, and thanks so much to Steve for the really informative presentation. If you're a speaker or you know someone who is a great speaker, I'd appreciate knowing about that because we have programming coming up that's already scheduled, but once October comes around, we are open to a lot of suggestions. So let me know about that. I'm also a freelance writer, so if you need writing help for your business, please let me know about that as well. And you will be receiving an email soon about the LA2M picnic. Sign up, it's going to be a great time. We still need some help with things like games and planning and help the day of and things along those lines. So if you'd like to volunteer, let me know about that as well. Thanks.
Hi, Karen Hesselberg, and we're a home-based business with guerrilla marketing and also health and wellness. And I can also share with you how to get 157 tax rebates with a homegrown business. If you want more information, just check with us.
Hi, my name is Candace Pinnell. I'm with New American Mortgage. I specialize in residential mortgages, and I'm a mortgage lender who listens to you.
Hi, I'm Steve Whitland, and I work with Candace, so I can attest to her statement there. I'm a realtor with Keller Williams Realty. This is my first meeting, and great presentation, guys. I'm looking forward to the next one.
Hello, Mike Wynn with Sandra Training, where we help people sell more easily in the offline world. So if your clients don't click to buy, we might be able to help you out.
Hi, I'm Lisa Radley, and I'm a marketing manager with Consumer Product Experience. And what I do is I analyze sales, and I use that information to help companies improve their product and brands.
I'm Bob from Bob Graham Photography and sponsoring this month's meeting. What
want to thank Steve. I'm going right back to the studio to make a landing page for executive portraiture right now.
Great.
Hi, I'm Amy Ma. I do several projects, among which released a website for publishing children's books.
Hi, I'm Jim Campbell from ExcitingProductions.com. And these days, anybody can do video, but what we specialize in is developing the content that engages people, influences people. And so you can go to our website, see video, portfolio, testimonials at ExcitingProductions.com.
I'm Carissa Davis. I'm one of the famous Bud Gibson students, and we studied what Steve was talking about here, and that was great. So thank you.
Hi, my name is Michael Bain. Well, I'm also a student of Bud Gibson.
Hi, my name is Kylie Lee. I'm the practice manager at Go. We provide house calls to our patients who have a difficult time making it to the doctor's office.
Hi, I'm Susan Hunsberger of Strategize Organize LLC. I'm a professional organizer. I help people organize their paper things in space in residential educational settings. I specialize in helping students in transition, elementary, middle school, high school, and college.
Hi, I'm Bill Lockwood. Some of you remember me. We were building out a huge fiber optic network. The company got bought, stopped doing that. So I went over to the competition, Comcast, which already has a huge fiber optic network. So if you need really high-speed bandwidth, I now actually have it.
I'm Brian Schilling, and I do SEO work for Clarity Quest.
I'm Ross Johnson with 3.7 Designs. We create beautiful, usable, and findable websites. I also run WordPress and Arbor, which is a free monthly group that teaches people how to use WordPress. If you're interested, see me afterwards.
I'm Don Klein with The Ride, Interim Transportation Authority. Next week is Dump the Pump Day on June 21st. If you want to take a bus, that'd be a great day to give it a try. You can search for hashtag Dump the Pump on Twitter for more information about that. I also do music on the side. If you want to search for past projects, and Don does it on Twitter or dondoesit.com. I do music for films, commercials, websites, new media, and anything else you might need music for. Thanks.
Hi everyone, my name is Jim Musial. Excuse me, and I am with Knowledge Digital here in Ann Arbor. We are a web and mobile development company, and we specialize in helping companies take their website and make sure it's optimized for mobile. So if you'd like some information on that, I'd be happy to talk to you. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Taylor Hollick. I'm the social media director at Regroup, full service agency right around the corner.
Hi, Bob Shannon. I'm a Chelsea area CPA, tax advisor to LA2M. I've got a firm specializing in helping you solve the problems, the financial and tax problems of small and growing businesses.
Hi, I'm John Berry. I run a small nonprofit that designs technology for low-income people. We design technologies that are in over 1 million people's homes. And we're having a meetup on July 18th at MakerWorks at 7 p.m. And if anybody's interested in working on or helping out with appropriate technologies that improve the quality of life for low-income people are welcome to join us.
I'm Bud Gibson. I created the search marketing program at Eastern Michigan University. I also interviewed Steve a few years ago talking about Scape. I like the presentation a lot, Steve, and I like that focus on the clean, directed landing page. That's something that I just preach and preach and preach, and you're exactly right on that.
Hi, Susan Harris, tech writer.
Hi, I'm Dennis Skupinski, and I do sales and marketing, and I also help Roger out with the videotaping.
I'm Roger. I do the videotaping. And I do a lot of other video events, and some of them I actually get paid for, so if you have an event coming up that you have the budget for, let me know.
Hi, I'm Kelsey Treview. I just recently graduated from Elon University, which is in North Carolina, which I'm sure you've never heard of. I went to UNCG? Cool. So you know Elon, yay. I got my master's in interactive media, and I'm still looking for a job. So if you guys need anybody who needs or can do design, social media strategy, interactive media strategies, all that kind of stuff, I'm your girl. So come talk to me.
Hello, I'm Lindsay Blackwell. I'm the social media director at Ingenex Digital Marketing.
Hi, I'm John Letneski. I'm an intern at Ingenex.
Hi, I'm Kyla Miller, and I'm also an intern at Ingenex. Hi, I'm Phoebe Condiver. I am part of the marketing team at LlamaSoft. We make a supply chain designs and optimization software. And we have some exciting stuff coming up in a week or so for our summer conference. So if you're interested in supply chain design, let me know.
I'm Erin O'Neill, and I'm a content producer at Ingenex Digital Marketing.
Hi, my name is Deb Hart. I'm Vice President of Marketing at Forest Health Medical Center. We're a specialty hospital in Ypsilanti.
I'm Stephanie Sowers. I'm a social media intern at Forest Health.
Heather Feldkamp, Sales and Marketing Director of CreateMyT.com. I'm about 6 weeks into this role, and the landing pages and the this and that. I mean, that's all my responsibility now. They didn't have me before there was me, so I probably need Steve software and a lot of things. But CreateMyT.com, custom apparel company, we're national and headquartered right here in Ann Arbor. So we like to say we made sure it happened.
Thank you, everybody, for coming. I'm Stacy from Dollarville Copying, your local digital print shop. And don't forget, with all your landing pages, you still need postcards, brochures, and business cards. So I'm your girl. Don't forget, next week we'll have 2 more LA2Ms left. I know Dee is speaking at the last one. Yay, we love Dee. And next week is Cultivating Constructive Communities in a World of, and I'm horrible at English, anonymity? Okay, so I'm not sure what that means, and that's exactly why you have to be there, because we'll all know what that means. Okay, cool. Everybody enjoy a beautiful day, and we'll see you next week. Thank you.